Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a new tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to knit this hat. There are a couple of steps, and where I'm going to show you how to knit it. The yarn that you need has to be a bulky yarn, and on this bulky yarn, you need to use a number 8 knitting needle. If you have a thinner yarn, you can double it or triple it, two-ply it, whichever you like to do. So let's get started on how to knit this hat. Okay, so what I did is I cast on total of 10 stitches. The yarn is thick. I believe it's a 6 weight. And I am using 811 US, so that is like 8mm knitting needle. Let me check it from the 11. Doesn't even go. So it doesn't even say. So I believe, here it is, 11 is a 8mm knitting needle. Okay, the lady who's showing this, she's recommending a 9. I don't have a 9. So I'm just going to go with the 8. And what you do is, I don't know what happened here. Got on my basket, I think. Okay, here it is. See, I fixed it. So what you do is you cast on 10 stitches and you knit purl around your head. Measure it, put it on your head. So when it's comfortable enough, what we're going to do is either you can join from here and knit it around and around, or you can sew it up. It's up to you. I don't like to sew it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to join this to here, and then I'm going to knit around. Okay, when you're measuring, have it snugly. We don't want it loose, so have it snugly. So you should be knitting around your head. I'm not going to give you any numbers, but average it's between 56 to 57 rows of knitting. So like I said, because depending on your knitting needle and your yarn, just put it on your head and measuring it around. Okay, so after doing this part, what we're going to do is we're going to join, and I'll just show you how to join. And the knitting needle is a prime knitting needle, which I really like. But here we go. So I am going to join, but the wire keeps on coming out. It looks like I can feel something is coming. Maybe it's the plastic. I don't know if you can see it. See, it's pulling the yarn. So I am going to join, and I will show you how to join. If you don't want to join, you can sew it up, but I don't like to sew it up. So I'm just going to grab a crochet hook, and then this is what I'm going to do. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to grab this and then this stitch here, and then I'm just going to join this just like this. Go to the next part, and then what I'm doing is I'm slip stitching, so I'm getting rid of this stitch. Okay, and then I'm going to continue on with the next one. So this is actually going to be the wrong side of the hat, and we will flip that, because the way I'm joining, you will see, and then let this go. and then go to the next one. Go to the next knit stitch, pull these. Oh, it did split. And then pull it like this, and then go to the next one. And then continue on. Pull. Pull. We've got 3 stitches. And then I'm pulling first this one and then slipping that one. Okay, I've got 2 stitches left and I don't see any room left, so I don't know what I did here, but I'm not going to frog it. So I'll just come here, pull this and pull these 2 loops, and with the last one just gonna come somewhere here and then pull and then pull and pull. Okay, so we're done. So this is how it looks like. I want this inside, so I will flip that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be picking stitches from here. The yarn is not gonna cut the yarn or anything, but what I'll do is I'll do it. You don't have, like I said, you don't have to do it this way, but I would highly recommend, because knitting around is way easy. You don't have to do the sewing part. So what we're going to do is we're going to be picking up stitches, and then what we're going to do is we're going to be knitting 2 knit 2 purl. So here's 1, here's 1, here's 2. And I don't want to pick up too many stitches, and I don't want to pick up less stitches. So I will pick up as I go, like this. I will come here, pick up a stitch. I will come here, pick up a stitch. So I'm not going to go in between these gaps, then there would be too many stitches. Okay, so I'm going to knit 2 purl, like a rib stitch, for about 8 rows. Okay. So this is the second part of the hat that we are going to be knitting. Okay, let me just pick up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I picked up total of, I believe it was 32, I forgot, 32 stitches, yeah, 32 stitches. So I'm gonna, this is the beginning of the row. That's the reason I put it there. So I'm going to start knitting. So I'm gonna knit again 8 rows of 2 knit, 2 purl all the way around. Okay, so let's start with the 2 knit. If the stitch is twisted, you can fix it. 2 purl, 2 knit, 2 purl all the way around. Okay, let me just finish this and I will come and show you at the end of the row. Okay, oops, sorry, I'm at the end here. So I started with 2 knit and I'm going to finish with 2 purl. And I'm going to knit this round and around until I have total of 8 rows. Okay, so we finish the first row and then I'm going to start the second row. And then after finishing 8 row, I will come back and we will continue with the third part of the hat. Okay, just like this. So this is the second row of the hat. Let me just finish this and come back and we'll start the third row, the third part of the hat. Okay, so I have knit 8 rows. Now, next I'm going to just knit because we are doing this around. That's to when you're knitting around, we don't do the wrong side of the work. So we do 2 rows of knit stitches. Knit, like we're knitting. So for this row, we're just gonna do just knit stitch. And then when I come to the beginning of the row, we're going to do purl stitch to create that edge, that line on the hat. So what I'm doing is I'm just knitting this around. Okay, I counted, I'm sorry, it's 32 stitches. I thought it was 36. It is 32 stitches. And after knitting this part, we're going to do the part for the crown area. And then we will start doing the brim area. Okay, so I'm almost done. Okay, here we go. So 2 more stitches. And then what we're going to do is, when we come to the beginning of the row, we're going to do 1 row of purl stitch. Okay, I will let you purl this. And after finishing this row, see, we're creating this look. When you come here, what we're going to do is we're going to start knitting. And then we're going to do decreases. So I will let you finish, and when I come back, we will start doing the crown area. Okay, so I finished the row. What we're going to do is we're going to get rid of stitches. So for this row, we're going to knit 1. And then we're going to knit 2 stitches together. Okay, just like this. Split the yarn, and then we're going to knit 1. We're going to knit 2 together. While we are doing this, what you can do is you can fix your stitches if you're seeing that it's slanting weirdly, which I don't like this split. What happened here? So let me just fix this. It happens, and see this yarn on this yarn got split. Let me just fix this. Yeah, you can go back and fix it. Okay. Knit 1, knit 2 together. See how it looks? You only see 1 stitches. So after knitting this row, what we're going to do is the next row is just going to be knit stitches. We're not going to get rid of anything. So 1 row of knit stitch, 1 row of knit 1, knit 2 together. Just like this. Knit 1, knit 2 together. Until you have about 13, 14 stitches in your needle. And we will close up the top. And we will pick up stitches on the bottom to knit the brim area. Okay, so let me just knit this. 1 knit, 2 knit, and then the next row is just knit until we have 13, 14 stitches. Okay, I'll be right back. Just wanted to come back and go over the second decrease, which I finished the knit stitch row. So when I'm coming to the beginning of the row, what I do is I knit this, I knit one stitch, and I get rid of one stitch. So I knit two together. Just wanted to point out, and then you will have this line, invisible line. So just wanted to go over it before finishing it up and coming back. Just want to go over it. Okay, let me just finish this part and I'll be right back. So I have knit and got rid of stitches until I have 13 here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the yarn. With the tapestry needle, I'm going to pick up the stitches and then I am going to secure it. I know it looks so tiny, doesn't it? But if you use a thicker yarn than this, your hat would be bigger. It's that I had this off my hand. I also have this yarn, which I knitted. I think this is thicker than this. I knitted the black with this Dollarama yarn, and I believe this is a thicker yarn. It doesn't give me the weight on that one, fortunately. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, yeah, it's not bad, it does stretch. So this is for just measure your head when you're knitting this part. That's the main thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the stitches with the tapestry needle help. I'll just move it just like this. And then I'm going to pull it as tight as I can. And what I'll do is I'll continue going just like this and pulling it. This is how you close up the hole. See? It's gone. Perfect, see? See, this is how you close it up. And then, voila, I just cut the yarn. I already secured it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pick up stitches. See, when we do one row knit, one row purl, we don't get that cone look. But if you got rid of what did I say? When you knit one and then you get rid of one stitch, this is how, and then the next row you just knit, you won't get that cone look. But if you did the decreases on every row, what would have happened? This would have been pointy, but it's not pointy, as you can see. So I'm going to pick up stitches. So I said there's 32 stitches we picked up. So here it should be at least 6 stitches or more to give that brim look. So what I'm going to do is, let me just secure this. I will come here, right here, and then I will pick up stitches. Where's the end of this? You can make it with different colors, like every step, every part that we worked on. You can change and play around with the colors, and then you can work like that as well. to give different, you can use your yarn, that leftover yarn. Okay, so I am going to poke my needle right here and then pull this. So don't forget, it has to be at least 6 stitches extra that we're going to be picking it up randomly. So be cautious with that. And then what we're going to do is we have to give that purl effect. To give that purl effect, what we're going to do is we're going to purl on this side of the work, and then the wrong side of the inside is going to give you that knit stitch. Okay, so I have started knitting. I said it wrong, I'm sorry. The right side have to be knit, the wrong side is going to be the wrong, which is purl. So when we're knitting around, we just knit and automatically the back becomes purl of the wrong side of the work. So I am going to be knitting this again 10 rows, and I will come back and we will finish it up. We don't do any increases, we just knit, knit, knit. That's all we do. And then this is how it's going to curl up. And then I will come back and I will show you how to bind off loosely, and we'll go from there. So I'm knitting every stitch as I go. I have 42 stitches on the needle. I picked up extra. I just wanted to give that nice brim look on the hat. So let me just finish this and I will come back and we will bind it off together. Okay, so I have knit 10 rows and I'm going to start binding off. Yeah, it did become smaller than I anticipated. So I would highly recommend yarn that is bulkier than 6, 7 maybe. 7 is pretty bulky. Yeah, or you can use a bigger knitting needle, or you can double strand this to get for an adult. I think it's going to fit my head. I did put it on. It does fit. Okay, so and I did knit 10 rows because it's being thinner than what I have thought. Okay, I'm just giving you the details so you can make this hat the way you want it. You can, the judgment is yours. So I'm going to start binding off as loose as I can. So I am pulling this as loose as I can, and I'm knitting 2 together, putting it on the needle, knitting 2 together, pulling it on the needle as loose as I can. So I want that extra room and stretch. I am knitting yarn on the front, purl-wise, 2 together, giving that room. Okay, this is going to take me a while, so let me just finish this and try to bind off as loose as you can. Don't tighten it because we need that room. See, and then it will curl up towards from the outside to inside. Okay, let me just finish this and I'll be right back. So I'm almost at the end. When you're binding off, you will see that it's curling. This is what we're aiming for. See, it's curling. So this is what we're aiming for. And that is what we want. And this is how it looks like so far. Just have a little bit left. Just wanted to show you how it curls up when you are binding off. See, it curls up. That's what we're aiming for. Yeah, so almost done. Just wanted to show you that part. Okay, so I am done. I'm going to bind. See how loose it is? That's what we want. We don't want it tight. If we make it tight, then it's going to be hard. I'm just going to cut it off. Cut the yarn off. I'm not going to cut it long. Oops. Got. Just grab the crochet hook. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here. Can put my tag right there. That's what I usually do. But the thing is, if I hide it inside out, it's going to come out, and I did not weave these. I will weave them. So let me see if I can do something. Yeah, when I put my tag there, I will hide that, and that would be no issue. So this is how you knit the hat. See how it's curling up? Isn't this fantastic? Just love it, love it, love it. So I just wanted to share you this style, and you can make for yourself or your loved one. But again, I would highly recommend using worsted yarn. Okay, just wanted to show you how it looks like when I put it on my head. It does fit. It looks like a beanie, but it's supposed to be brim, right? So because it's small for my head, I would highly recommend maybe picking up more stitches. And this is how it looks like from here, where we started the 10 stitches. Maybe you can increase that. But I just really like this style, and it's done super fast. I just started with you, and it's just right after 3 p.m. I started. It took me 2 hours to make it. Yeah. So one day project. I would highly recommend for you to try it out. The black one that I did is way bulkier. Like it looked when I gifted, she put it on and it looked so good on her. So this one turned out a little bit thinner. The yarn is thin. So that's another, you need to play around with it. But I just gave you the numbers. You can play around and make your own. So I hope you like this tutorial. Just wanted to share you this. And I think it looks pretty nice. Just love it, love it, love it. Yeah, and it does cover my ears. So I can, you know, well, I'm going to donate this. But other than that, you can make one for yourself and work with it. I would maybe knit with 2 strands of yarn. You can do that as well, and create one-of-a-kind hat for your loved one. I hope you like this tutorial. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to hit that notification button so every time I post a new video you will be notified, indicating there's something new for you to watch. Happy crafting, happy crocheting, happy knitting. Bye-bye.